The UN Security Council voted Monday to deploy a U.S.-backed, Kenyan-led multinational armed force to Haiti as the island nation combats worsening gang violence. The intervention, which came at the repeated request of Haiti's unelected Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, marks the first deployment of international security forces to Haiti in nearly 20 years.
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.
Hey guys, how you doing? And welcome back once again to yet another episode of Misterjaay's Reaction. I hope that you guys are doing good, because as for me, it's a beautiful day out here. I'm still at the rooftop. It's sunny as hell today, but we gotta keep the reaction going. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time coming through, I just want to say thank you for taking time out to watch Misterjaay out, and special recognition to the following audiences that have been watching Misterjaay consistently for the past month: the United States, the United Kingdom, South Africa, Cameroon, Nigeria, Canada, Italy, the Netherlands. Did I say Kenya already? Okay. We have Mozambique. And I just want to say it is a pleasure to always come through to you, and it is a pleasure to always have you checking Misterjaay out. I love you, and before we get started, please do not forget to to hit the like button and give us a thumbs up. Be part of the family. I know that you're going to enjoy every vlog that we drop, or you're going to see some sense in every vlog that I drop. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this vlog is actually to talk about the recent decision by Kenya to send military or police to Haiti. And a whole lot of you have been asking me what I thought about it, and I had to go through a whole lot to drop this vlog. So this is my opinion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we all know that Haiti, that beautiful country Haiti, which was once a powerhouse, which was once the El Dorado of the Caribbean, has been going through a lot for decades and decades and centuries. And it is rather unfortunate that this beautiful little country, this beautiful island, falls under the category of a former colony of France. Haiti is a definition, I don't even know how to put it. Haiti is a clear definition of what France does to her colonies when they decide to kick against her hegemony. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in a move of solidarity, in a move of brotherhood, in a move to help our own brothers of the same skin color and from motherland, because when you look at the history of Haiti, Haiti is an island that was the first island to kick against Western imperialism. Yes, slaves that were taken from Africa were moved to Haiti. Haiti was a booming economy, selling a whole lot of agricultural products. Sugarcane, sugar was one of them. You feel me? And then they got to a stage where they could no longer stand the imperialism and the colonial masters' maltreatment, so they revolted. So the first case of blacks revolting against white is Haiti. And as a punishment, the United States and France and her allies have made Haiti what Haiti is today. My heart goes out to my brothers in Haiti. Sakafet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, recently, with the visit of the U.S. Defense Secretary, Mr. Lloyd Austin, in Africa, and he stopped in Kenya, and during the UNGA 78th session, we heard the Kenyan President, His Excellency William Ruto. He spoke about the need to help Haiti. He spoke about the need to ensure that oppressed people, sanctioned people should be helped, and he pledged to send help to the Haiti country in terms to carve out the recent situation of gangs and violence. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've never been to Haiti, but I know that if you are black, you're from the motherland. It doesn't matter what part of the globe you're from, even if you accept it or not. I love you as a fellow brother, and your pain is most definitely my pain. You feel me? So Haiti has been facing a whole lot of gang violence in the recent years, man. And the world saw how a gang of Colombia ex-policemen invaded a beautiful country and killed the president right in his own house. Now, we all know that these things could not happen out of the blue. Somebody or a clique of countries were involved in this killing of this president who really wanted to change the status quo. But I also do know very, very well that wherever France touches, wherever France has ever been the colonial master in, they always have a clique of elites, political elites, who will do anything to maintain and stay in power. Even if it means killing a president, they will happily do that. They will pay to do that. So Haiti has been in turmoil, man. The whole world has seen, especially Latin America. We have seen a whole lot of refugees, people fleeing from Haiti to move to other Latin American countries. We have seen the big discrimination, the gross discrimination against these brothers and sisters in Haiti, who are just seeking for greener pastures because the world has let them down. The West, its ally, France, put this country in this situation. And just like any of its colonies, France has been sanctioning this country, and this country has been paying colonial debt to France, which has kept the country to its knee, not even to its knee, its belly. It's crazy. Now let's come back to the topic and the focus of this vlog. His Excellency William Ruto agreeing with the U.S. Defense Secretary, with them pledging to help to ensure that Kenya can actually send police forces to help curb out the gang violence in Haiti. To me, that is a laughable move. Yes, some of you guys will be like, but Mr. J, aren't you for, the black power, black rising and everything? Yes, I am for all of that. But haven't you people realized that the West, they always like to use our kind to kill our kind. They always like to use our kind to attack our kind. So the U.S. being closer to Haiti, they cannot intervene. They cannot intervene because if they intervene, it's going to look funny. But it's okay to pledge to fund. By the way, when they pledge these monies, these figures, they don't actually pay that figure. We can see what happened with Tunisia and the EU on the migration deal, which they pledged €1 billion to, but only came through with 127 mil. Oh, that is a vlog for a different day. Now, I am not in support of Kenya going there to help Haiti, not because I don't want them to help Haiti, but because in Africa, we have a whole lot of countries that are facing a whole lot of situations like that in Haiti. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will say this. It is laughable that Kenya wants to send police forces to help maintain the peace in Haiti, whereas we have countries presently in Africa. Let's not go far. Let me talk about southern Cameroon. The English-speaking part of Cameroon, was some part of it, they've been going through serious unrest, civil unrest, 6 years counting. I did not hear Kenya saying that they want to go help the people in southern Cameroon maintain some peace. We can go to Congo. Civil unrest in Congo. I did not hear Kenya saying that they want to go to Congo and help maintain the peace. We can talk about the situation which occurred in Mozambique. I did not hear a Kenya or an African country saying that they want to send military. Yes, while the situation in Haiti is dire, I just think that it's best to focus on African continent, to help your brother that is closer to you than to join forces with the known colonial manipulator in America to go and attack your own. You cannot tell me that they will get there and there will not be some death. Of course, some Kenyan families are going to lose their loved ones being sent to Haiti because the gangs there, they kill anybody. It's not just, they will kill, people will die. So, to my African leader, His Excellency William Ruto, you seem like a smart man. But this move, I don't think that is an okay for me. Mr. J thinks it's unnecessary. You feel me? We did not create the situation. No African country is responsible for the way Haiti is today. And when people are tired of being oppressed, they arm themselves like the gangs in Haiti are doing. It's just normal. You feel me? If the oppressed people in Africa had access to weapons like those around the globe, like the Palestinians and the gang in Haiti, trust me, we will have the similar situation. So let's not be trying to go out there and do some good while we are suffering in our own continent. They should look around Africa. Go to Libya and help. Go to Congo and help. Go to South Cameroons and help. There's a whole lot of these countries in Africa that need help. So why you want to go over there and help? Just because America pledged? Man, I would end this vlog by throwing this question back to you. Do you think that Kenya trying to send military or police to go help with the gang and violence situation in Haiti, is it a good thing? Because I've seen a whole lot of Haiti people already kicking against this whole thing. You feel me? That's my time, man. I hope you did hit that like button and share. I love you guys, man. Keep watching and keep sharing. We out of here. Peace.
Creation, reaction, God. Big up TRB family. Misterjaay, I see you. I know some artists don't do this. God bless you and your families.